Now we'll demonstrate how to configure SSL inbound inspection. To start, we'll have to configure a decryption profile. And we'll also have to import our internal SSL web servers, certificate, and private key into the firewall. To finish, we'll also have to create a decryption policy rule and commit our changes. To create a decryption profile, browse to Objects, Decryption, Decryption Profile. Click Add to create a new profile. We'll name the profile Inbound because we'll use this profile to inspect inbound SSL traffic to one of our internal web servers. On the SSL Decryption tab, click the SSL Inbound Inspection tab. You can see that a profile enables the firewall to block sessions that have specific characteristics. For example, you can block sessions that use unsupported protocols and cipher suites. You can also block sessions if the firewall does not have sufficient resources available to perform decryption, or if a hardware security module, known as an HSM, is not available to sign certificates. Palo Alto Networks recommends that you select certain checkboxes as a best practice. We'll select the checkboxes: block sessions with unsupported versions, block sessions with unsupported cipher suites, and block sessions if resources not available. You can select the remaining checkbox depending on the needs in your environment. We'll take a look at these other tabs up here in other demonstrations. For now, let's click OK and have the firewall create the inbound profile. The new profile appears on the web page. To import our internal SSL web server, certificate, and private key into the firewall, browse to Device, Certificate Management, and Certificates. Once on this web page, click Import. We'll type Web Server Cert as the certificate name. Then we'll browse to the file that contains our web server certificate. In our example, it's called Cert Web Server Cert P12. Because this file is in PKSC12 format, we'll select Encrypted Private Key and Certificate PKCS12 format. This particular format includes a passphrase, which we'll type now. The passphrase is used to decrypt the private key in the file. Notice that the new cert has been imported into the firewall. This is the internal web server's certificate and private key. The final step to configure SSL inbound inspection is to create the actual decryption policy rule. Browse to Policies and Decryption. Click Add to create a new rule. On the General tab, we'll name the policy rule Outside to Inside. The remaining fields on this page are optional. Click the Source tab and configure the traffic match conditions. For the source zone, we'll select Outside. Then we'll click the Destination tab, and for the destination zone, we'll select Inside. On the Service URL tab, we'll select the service named Service HTTPS so that the policy rule matches all SSL encrypted web traffic. To finish, click the Options tab. We'll select Decrypt to ensure that the firewall attempts to decrypt any traffic matching this policy rule. For the type of decryption, we'll select SSL Inbound Inspection. Then we'll select the SSL server's web server cert certificate that we had previously imported into the firewall. And finally, we'll attach our inbound decryption profile to the rule and click OK. The new policy rule appears on the web page. You will still need to update the security policy to allow the firewall to pass the encrypted traffic. When you are finished, be sure to commit your configuration changes.